Good afternoon, gentlemen of the press. Thank you for coming.
So you're welcome, sir. Do you think 7 core members are utilizing their service here?
Any other question?
Yes, sir. With the high rate of inflation and the steady devaluation of Naira, do you see a way out for the Nigerian government?
Okay.
After the question, with the present unemployment challenges in Nigeria, what do you think the government can do to solve this problem?
Okay, thank you very much, members of the press. Let me start by saying first, taking it from the issue of the core members. I've said it, many times before now. One of the reasons why General Gowon at the time introduced the scheme, the NYSC scheme, was to actually foster unity among Nigerians and also encourage Nigerians living from one place to another to know what is happening around other states, among many other things. I can tell you that in recent time, that particular reason has been overtaken by events. And that is why I say to government as of today, if we want to make our youths very productive, I'm going to be giving you this for free. Look, the NYSC scheme has badge A, B, and C. Each of these badge has stream 1 and stream 2. So let us just take a statistics, for example. If each stream takes about 3,000 core members, that means for each of the states, 3,000 times 6 will give you 18,000. If you times 18,000 each state times 36 states, including Abuja, making it 37, it will give you 666,000 core members every year. And you will agree with me that most of these core members during their PPA usually don't even do anything. They don't function. They are not productive. They just post them to their place of primary assignment and nothing is being given to them to do. And so I want to say, instead of wasting the prime of our young people, posting them to places where they will not function, I want to say to the government, this is what we can do to re-establish the aims and the objective of the scheme NYSC. Now, this is my suggestion. First, what the government needs to do is to partner with state governors across Nigeria. Each state governor should be able to give to this scheme between 1,000 to 2,000 hectares of land. We have too many lands that we are not using in this country. They should be able to set that amount of land available for young people. The government should also invest in some kind of infrastructure around these places. Now, what are they supposed to do with young people? Post young people to that farm where you can have them doing production, where you can have them doing different kind of farming activities, from rice farming to yam farming to plantain to fish farming, and also production, where young people can be trained and empowered in terms of skill and acquisition. Now, what do you do with these people when you post them there? You group them, just like we have during their CDS, different group. Group them, those who want to go into rice farming, those who want to go into yam farming, fish farming, those who want to go into leather production, those who want to go into shoemaking, you group them. Now, when you group them, you tell them, the more you work and produce and sell and make money, the better it is for your group. So, for instance, if the people farming rice, at the end of the day, work so hard and they make money, they make their sales every month and they take 60% of whatever they make from that sales and share within themselves. Why save 40%? Save 40% of whatever income they make every month. You save it, they share 60%. At the end of the year, imagine how much you would have saved. Then again, my advice to government, that stipends you're giving to them every month, you don't need to give it to them again. You save it for them. Now, don't forget, in this same farm, you have those who are medical doctors, they are there. We have hospitals, we have those who are into real estate, they are doing construction. We have all of the pool of young people, talented young people all in this environment, doing great things. Now, they are saving 40%. The government is also saving for them as far as that stipend, monthly stipend is concerned. Because when you give it to them every month, young people really don't do anything with it. So you save. At the end of their 1 year of the compulsory NYSC, they would have been able to save a lot that when you bring whatever the government has also given to them in terms of saving for 1 year, they have bulk money. Now, going forward, the question is this. Are all of them 666,000 youth corpers, are they expected to go into farming? The answer is no. So if we get just 100,000 of that number, agreeing to go back into the production, into the farming of what they've learned for 1 year, what would that do to the economy? That's where we're going to. Now, when you go back to your state, each state governor must also be mandated to give support to them. So for those who want to go back into farming, the governors should be able to give them lands to enable them go into farming. You know, sometimes we just see government giving out money and say, oh, they are giving out grants without us being able to trace and monitor these grants. Give these grants to young people. And they take the grant with whatever they've saved for 1 year, they go back into farming. So let's now assume that among these 100,000 people that will go back into farming, each person employs 10 persons to work with them. That means at the end of the day, we're employing 1 million Nigerians, gainfully employed every year. Imagine what that does to the economy. And so I go back to the question about the naira against the dollar. If we now have this amount of young people going into production, that means outside of crude, that is the only thing Nigeria is exporting today. We can now export food items, we can now export shoes, we can now export bags, we can now export so many other things that will give the naira value against any other currency. If the government knows what is good, we need to have a rethink about the NYSC scheme. We need to re-strategize. We need to do better to get our young, talented, energetic, and very, very intelligent youth active now or never. Gentlemen of the press, I believe with these points of mine, I've been able to convince you that the scheme needs to be changed if we must get it right at the long run. In 10 years, imagine what Nigeria would become if we get it right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.